Good morning, my dear friends. Before we begin a discussion on the Puranic Time Units, we should understand that the Puranic Earth and our Earth are two different Earths, two different entities. Our Earth is a three-dimensional projection, the higher dimensional Puranic Earth. I say this because the physical sizes of the geographical features given in the Puranas are vastly different from those of our Earth. For example, the Himalayas in the Puranas are more than 100,000 kilometers tall. Even the most primitive people can differentiate between 10 kilometers and 1,000 kilometers. It would be foolish to think that yogis, the authors of the Puranas, who could speak one of the most sophisticated languages, Sanskrit, and write volumes of books, could not differentiate between these two values. Moreover, modern physics is currently dominated, my friends, dominated by paradigms involving higher dimensional space. According to higher dimensional paradigms, the world around us is higher dimensional. Therefore, it is quite possible that the Himalayas in the higher dimensional world may be as tall as 100,000 kilometers or as small as few millimeters. This subject is thoroughly discussed in my previous video, How Einstein Saved the Vedas. Since we have no way to verify the physical sizes stated in the Puranas, how then can we determine whether the Puranas are describing fantasy or reality? It turns out that the Puranas also give copious temporal data, by which I mean they provide dates for significant events in the history of the earth and the universe. I found that these dates are stunningly close to those of modern science. These dates are not given in terms of the solar years directly in the text. Rather, they are given in terms of Puranic time units, namely Kalpas, Manvantaras and Yugas. Therefore, in this video, I will describe the basics of Puranic time unit. Just as there are 4 seasons in a year, winter, spring, summer and fall, similarly there are 4 temporal seasons: Kali Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Treta and Satya. Kali Yuga is stated to be 432,000 years. Everybody prior to us has failed to realize that these years correspond to the Puranic Earth, not our Earth. The eminent 14th century Puranic commentator Sridhar Swami Puranic scholar Sridhar Swami was aware that these Puranic years must be multiplied by 2 to calculate the solar years. Therefore, in his commentary on Vishnu Purana 137, he states that a day on the Puranic earth is twice as long as a day on our earth. This means that a Kali Yuga is 864,000 solar years. Similarly, a Dwapar Yuga is 1.728 million solar years. A Treta Yuga is 2.592 million solar years. And a Satya Yuga is 3.456 million solar years. The key point to note about the Puranic time units is that time moves twice as fast on our earth than the Puranic earth. Therefore, a conversion factor of 2 must be applied to the Puranic statements if we wish to compare them with the findings of modern science. This has never been done before, and that's why we are the first to actually recognize the stunning accuracy of the Puranic dates. Nobody recognized it. Everybody knew that there are long time cycles in the Puranas. Carl Sagan talked about it famously 40 years ago in his Cosmos series. You can find these Hindu cycles on Wikipedia, but they all have failed to recognize that there are two different Earths, on one of which time travels twice as fast on the other. Next Puranic time unit is the Chaturyuga. The combination of a Kali, Dwapara, Treta and Satya form a Chaturyuga, which is 8.64 million solar years. 71 of these Chaturyugas make a Manvantara, and 14 of these Manvantaras make a Kalpa. Another aspect of Puranic time units is a Sandhya or Sandhyas. They are transition periods between each Puranic time unit. Every Yuga, such as Kali Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, has a Sandhya at the end and at the beginning of it. Similarly, at the end of each Manvantara, there is a Sandhya known as Manvantara Sandhya. And finally, there is a Sandhya between consecutive Kalpas, which is known as Pratisandhi. This Pratisandhi, my dear friends, is something which we found out, or I found out, because of my study of the Vayu Purana and Brahmanda Puranas, where there are entire chapters that describe this Pratisandhi. Pratisandhi is the transition period between consecutive kalpas. Again, most scholars are not aware of this. This is because Puranas are enormous. There are roughly 500,000 Sanskrit verses in them. They are giant encyclopedias. Since most modern Puranic scholars have the European bias, they take the Puranas as fantasy and have not really evaluated them in light of modern science. The two discoveries of mine, the Pratisandhi and the factor of two, are crucial for recognizing the stunning accuracy of the Puranic dates. Let us see these Puranic time units in action. I will take a simple case. According to the Puranas, Brahma creates the sun at the end of his night. In other words, at the end of the previous Kalpa. If we don't take Pratisandhi and the factor of 2 into account, then the Puranic date for the sun's birth is roughly 1.9 billion solar years or years. If we take the Pratisandhi and the factor of 2 into consideration, then the Puranic date for the sun's birth is 4.563 billion years. The modern scientific date is 4.567 billion years. Thus, you can see how a thorough analysis of Puranic time units reveals the stunning concordance with modern science. All references and supporting material are available on our website hereticscience.com. Please feel free to send your questions and comments. Thank you.